welcome to Living Out Loud Live.
Yay!
This is our 8th show. Amazing. Welcome to October. We're in spooky season. I'm Vicky, middle-aged transgender woman, and basically taking the night off from heavy show producing to enjoy a sleepover with my sisters. Tonight we have a very special guest, so anything can happen. Getting face masks and chick flicks ready for later is my co-hostess with the mostest, Laura, originator of the Living Out Loud podcast and amazing rainbow community ally. Welcome, Laura.
Hello, everybody. I am very excited for our bedtime stories. And ready with the wine chilling and the cheesecake ready to serve is our amazing friend Jamie, mother of 3 and teacher in many, and activist extraordinaire.
Hey, how's everybody?
We are living our best lives.
All together, we are the queens of the overshare, and we have a very special guest tonight. Laura, you want to introduce?
Yes, I do very much. Yes, welcome to our show, Mama Ashley Rose. She's the president and founder of the Rose Dynasty Foundation, an organization that has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for various charities. They provide a safe space for all people, no matter of gender, race, sexual orientation, and religious beliefs. They mentor LGBTQIA plus youths while working with kids of all ages on the autism spectrum. They produce shows of many varieties and also the annual Miss Rose Dynasty Drag Queen pageant. Welcome, Miss Mama Ashley Rose.
Welcome.
Hey, y'all. Wow, I forgot that intro was that long. Wow, that's boring.
And that's our show, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Good job. It's great. Thank you. Hey, I'm so glad to be here.
We are so happy to have you. I am such a big fan. It's my first time meeting you. I am so thankful you're here. Welcome to all of you joining us live or in replay. This is an opinion show. All of the opinions are our own, so you may hear some things that you don't agree with. You can join the discourse in comments, but we just block the people who try to troll us. Fair warning, we will forget about you. We kind of get involved in our discussion and forget we're doing a live stream, so we will try to check in on the chat as much as we can. But because this isn't a show, it's a sleepover tonight. Are we ready to go?
I think we are.
So here we go.
So as always on our show, friends and family comes first. So we're going to go around the table. We're going to discuss what we're drinking. And then we're also going to share a little bit about our journey this week. So today I'm going to go first. And I'm drinking my spicy ginger ale in one of my new cool skull cups. I actually picked this up at the Mayo Clinic. I thought this was super cool. Can you see how it has a skull face in it?
Yes.
And then, I was very excited because also at the Mayo Clinic, Starbucks, by the way, I was able to get one of the Starbucks Halloween cups, and this one glows in the dark. If you haven't picked up on it, I spent a lot of time at the Mayo Clinic this week.
I wonder, you have to wonder if they have like one of those little mugs saying "Welcome to Healthcare." It actually gives a shit, right?
Welcome to healthcare. Here's your annual subscription to coffee addiction. I mean, by the way, I do have to say, and I want to give a mad shout out to Mayo Clinic really quickly because I loved it so much that I bought a water bottle and a pen because their pride statement is proudly supporting LGBTQI parents, staff, and community. And I thought that was one of the best ways to say that. And I loved it so much that I just had to get the bottle. And then, of course, I had to adorn it with some stickers because I didn't want it to be too plain.
I need to get you one of my face stickers. You need my face on your bottle.
I need your face. Yes. I need your face on my water bottle. Absolutely. So now, Miss Jamie, what's going on with you this evening?
Well, I'm the resident wino, so I have wine.
Not the only one tonight.
Well, yeah, it's been a crazy week at school. I have my colleagues. Actually, I've been a little concerned about my colleagues. It's been really rough with the state coming in and doing observations and just kind of not really focusing on positive feedback, kind of negative, and so people are really frustrated. Another colleague of mine didn't get the apartment that she was hoping for, so right now I'm trying to be supportive for them, and yeah, but otherwise I'm okay, but just trying to be a good friend to other people. That's been my week. And Vicky?
I am also drinking wine tonight. I'm taking your example. This is cheap ass pineapple wine from Aldi, but
I love Aldi wine. Don't knock Aldi wine.
I'm drinking Aldi wine, actually.
Yeah, come on, don't knock me some Aldi
but
You can't
wine.
knock $3 a bottle.
I,
You know,
I didn't have to write 40 pages of research for this week's
There you
show, so I'm
go.
like, I can relax. This bitch can take a day off.
Got your hair up in your curlers.
I do. Notice any day at 8 o'clock, I can already be in my nightgown with curlers in my hair. I'm fucking happy as can be.
You know what? You're reminding me of what's the one from Annie?
Mrs. Oh my gosh.
Carol
Mrs.
Burnett's
Hannigan!
character.
Mrs. Hannigan!
Again, it's the red hair and the curlers, and yes.
You're gonna sit up so this floor shines like the top of the Chrysler
On the
building,
Chrysler
bitches.
building.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And not knowing what the fuck she was getting into, we went to
Winner, chicken dinner!
Poor mama. She's like, what the hell
How was
did
your
I
week?
walk into? With
No,
these
that's
grapes?
okay. Apparently, I look like a stripper, so we're even.
Only to the state of Florida.
Yeah, you know what? You are way too overdressed for Hooters or Twin Peaks now. Calm down.
Yes. 100%. Yes.
So back to Vicky.
Amazing week actually for me. The little video that we did last week about my going to Pride Week has had several thousand views, and people are really responding to it.
It was beautiful.
It's a call to not be where I was a year ago. A year ago, I was suicidal and pre-transition and not ready to take this on. And now, thanks to estrogen and some testosterone blockers, much better mentally. I'm doing well, and I love my life, and I love my friends, and this is what we do. So.
And Vicky, I just really, really, real quick, you just glossed over it as if it were nothing. And we're going to step back for just 1 second because we need to not let that go without recognition. You just said that you are no longer suicidal.
Right.
Okay. So I just want to talk about really quick what an amazing blessing that is. I am so grateful that I hear the words out of your mouth that you are no longer suicidal,
Yes.
that you have found such joy in your life, living your truth, that you are living your best year. There's a lot of mental health stuff going on, and people that are struggling and that are in a bad place right now. I just want them to hear that you are no longer suicidal and you are truly happy. So mad props for all your
Absolutely.
work.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the video was hard to do. I mean, honestly, going back and looking at where I was a year ago, because my life is totally different. When I started HRT, literally the next day, I didn't have that desire anymore. I was on a path towards who I am and what I am, and it was amazing in that. Some people need Prozac, people need other antidepressants. I just needed to be my true authentic self and live my life. And so going back and revisiting that was mostly just to put it out there for people like me that are in the closet, feeling alone, hopefully saying, look, there's hope. Don't give up and don't be where I was on a ladder with a rope around your neck. and drinking by yourself in the middle of the night, because that's not the way to live, and that's not, and there is hope in this life. So
100%.
so,
Yeah. Wow. What a story.
It's been amazing. So yeah, Laura took me to Space Coast Pride. She'd like to say she popped my wife and my cherry at Space Coast Pride for our Pride March.
Pride cherry popper, Pride cherry popper.
But Mama Ashley Rose, we have so much to talk about. I'm such a huge fan. You did mention the fact that you were called a stripper, and that's how I became aware of you when you defended against the drag ban at the state legislature. I saw you and I was like, oh my God, so impassioned, so real, so much of calling yourself a drag performer and showing that this is an art. This isn't something that is, unseemly or pornographic, because everything they seem to want to. My existence is pornographic. Laura's mouth is pornographic.
You're welcome, everybody.
I am not pornographic ever. I am like the most straight-laced that you could ever meet.
Okay.
She is.
Until we show videos,
and
of
I have a
ladybugs
poker
fucking,
face,
and then it's like she cracks up.
Oh my gosh. Well, while y'all are drinking, I'm drinking Pepsi, and trying to cover up the logo from not my
Pepsi,
favorite barbecue
Pepsi,
restaurant.
if you're out there, remember you need to throw in your royalty fees to Mama Ashley Rose.
Yep.
Listen, I stand for Pepsi, y'all. No, they do not pay me for that. Do you want me to talk about my week? Is that what
yes!
we're
Yes!
Oh my gosh. Have I slept? I actually told someone today, I was like, can I have a week off from Zoom calls? I literally have probably been on at least 35, 40 hours of Zoom already this week, and I'm not done. But great things. I mean, we're moving forward. Rose Dynasty is booming. I'm planning a lot of events. There's a lot of things that I can't really say, but good things coming. I love it. I'll be on the road. I am going to Raleigh, North Carolina next week to finish my EP. So hopefully by the end of the year, my EP will be out, released on all platforms of me singing.
Can't wait. I've heard her saying she's amazing.
Oh, yes.
So excited about that. I do have a song on Spotify if you want to check it out, or other streamers streaming. But anyway, just doing great. We are actually looking for a building here in Polk County to open the first LGBT youth center. Yeah, we are in that movement process. I've been talking about it a little bit. It's been, y'all, just a rent. I don't even want to go there. It's been crazy. But yeah, we've got a lot going on. There's always something happening. And I'm excited about this girls' night. As my wonderful friend Daniel said, he feels like he's watching Golden Girls. That's about the description.
That was my favorite compliment ever. I'm telling you, like, that was the best thing I've ever heard. I was trying to get my Blanche on earlier, so thank you.
I'm like,
you're not Blanche. I'm Blanche.
I'm Dorothy. I'm a little snarky. And you know what? She had chronic fatigue too. So me and Dorothy are the same.
I'm just glad to be here. I can't wait for to see what's going to happen tonight. So yeah.
We can't wait to see what's going to happen either. That's the best thing about this. We have no idea.
Yeah. Nope. Vicky, you are definitely Sophia.
Oh my gosh.
She is like a passive aggressive, like she will deliver a line and just like look at you and say
I'm
with
a
a
snarky
straight
bitch.
face.
I know I am. I'm a snarky bitch. I own it.
I honestly feel like
I'm also the oldest, so it makes sense, right?
I feel like I have a little bit of Rose only because I always want people to like me all the time. I have that people pleaser issue.
Oh, yeah. Lord, I think we all do.
But man, I love me some Dorothy.
True.
That
true,
snark.
Mama.
I speak fluent sarcasm, so I feel like I have Dorothy in my soul.
But my favorite is Rose because I love some Flugenkaka. Whatever. She just like makes up, like she just made up like random words and they just worked.
You know, one time in St. Olaf. Rest in peace. You know, one time in St. Olaf.
I mean, yeah.
We watch, Dennis and I watch those reruns like every night because they're on Hallmark, and so like we scroll through and it's either that or Everybody Loves Raymond, and so we watch them like every night. Dempsey can like ad lib any of the shows. She's seen so many of them, and it's amazing that a little kid that small even will watch something that grainy. Because like for them, that's like, what the hell kind of video is this, you know?
But Scott had never seen it. I made him watch every episode of every season, and we did the same thing. And now he loves it.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorites for sure.
Yes, I know I'm in Grady Judd territory. Believe me.
Yes. Oh wait, I have to get mine. Hold on.
Oh, do we need our fans out? Look. Oh look, I have a face.
I need that fan too.
Yes.
You see, I am Mama Ashley Rose. You came prepared. This is show and tell, also.
Yes. Yes.
These
Show
are
and tell.
all of our events. You can buy them.
Give us a link. We'll put it up on our website for both your single and for your site, because my God, your foundation does so much.
Yes, it does.
When I was, and again, taking a week off, I wasn't going to research, but then I started reading about the Rose Dynasty Foundation. And I'm like, holy shit!
And I don't even have half of what we do on that website. I can't keep up. So thank you.
And
thank you.
That's all before the Nazis and the death threats, right?
That's all in the middle of that.
That's on top of that. Then you deal with the Nazis and the death threats.
You're out there with your sword and your battle armor and your beautiful dress going, I'm slaying you, the beast.
Basically.
Well, I will speak to even that. Like, Mama's just amazing. I mean, she's a friend to us and my kids. And, you know, not only does she do the amazing work she does with, you know, Rose Dynasty Foundation, you know, outside of that, I mean, it is very true that there are so many things that she does that aren't on her website. I mean, my two older boys who really don't want to get involved in shit because they're like, you know, 15 and 17 years old. She got them to sign on, and they were actually mentors for Planned Parenthood. And they actually did programs. Like Jackson's been asking me, like, when are we going to do it again? He's so excited.
Oh.
And like,
I'll text you. I gotta get sorry.
But like all of these things, these are things that aren't even seen, and that she does all of the time, and are just so valuable and so meaningful and so enriching to youth.
Yes.
I think that's really important to add.
Thank you.
I hope I will become one of her friends. I want to help out however I can. You know that I have that heart for any type of activism and help I can do.
I can't wait to meet you. Like, I was literally like, I was trying to do research, like, who all is part of this? And I'm like, I know you, but I don't. And like, did we meet at Space Coast Pride? I was there doing Storytime.
I didn't. We didn't. But then we were running around like crazy.
I did not see you.
Not this year. I'm sorry. Last year.
No. I popped Vicky's Pride Cherry just last month.
Oh, yes. This one. I couldn't do this one. I had 17 other events in 3 days. Go figure. I was like,
you couldn't do 18? What the fuck?
I texted them and I was like, I love you all, but I have to bow out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you have anybody? And they're like, oh, we have a waiting list. I'm like, give the local girls a chance.
Yeah.
Like, please. Like, I appreciate it. I don't even remember what was happening. It was probably another Zoom call. I don't know. But like I was so cool. That's so great. Oh, I love it. Space Coast Pride.
But it's true. We all that actually worked that into my speech that I'm writing. That part of it is that we need to have self-care. And it's so important because we can't keep showing up if we don't care for ourselves. And so sometimes you have to say, no, I can't do it. Like I have too much going on.
You know, so Jamie, you actually kind of taught me that a little bit. We had conversations about the media and, you know, especially us, you know, I was getting bombarded. I remember you and I had that conversation. Like, how do you do this? Because I had done literally mid-year, I had done over 150 interviews for television and radio and like all this. And like, I was saying yes to everything. And I finally was like, no, I've got to say no. And that was one of the things you and I talked about. And I struggle with boundaries, which I think a lot of us do, but like, it was hard. It's still hard. I feel bad when I say no, but then I realized, okay, I needed to sleep that night.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I'm with you too. Like, I got a request from a reporter today, and I was like, you know what? Honestly, like, Dempsey doesn't have it right now. Like we need to take a break. I don't have it, and I'm like, you know, we're still doing stuff, we're still active, but at the same time, like, I can't. Like, I will help you find someone who will talk to you, but
Yes.
I can't. Like, for me, I can't. And so that to me is important, because I feel like we all need that, and I think we all need to have someone tell us that, because it's like almost like it gives you like an off the hook, like take a break. It's okay to take a break.
That is, listen, it's so important. I want to point out that this month is also ADH Awareness Month. So,
And
in
Breast
one of
Cancer
the
Awareness
things,
Month.
yeah, breast
And
cancer
breast
awareness
cancer, yeah.
month, hence my little pink ribbons. But with the ADHD, that is one of the things that people tend to do. They tend to be people pleasers. They tend to overcommit. They're trying to burn the candle at both ends. And
Yeah.
take it from me, who I was just told that basically I've managed to work myself into a point where my body no longer can discern if something's important information that needs to get up the highway. So it's sending everything up as if it's going 911 in an ambulance, lights and sirens. And that's what's causing me so many issues. And I'm literally having to learn how to plan out my day and say, okay, if I want to do this, I have to give up this. And the only way for me to be healthy and for me to be able to show up and to show up for other people and actually not be passing out and not dying to where
Yeah.
people have to be worried about me
Show up 100%. Yeah.
is to do that. And, you know, you ladies
Yeah.
have taught me that too. I mean,
yeah.
and that's what I think is so great about this, and that we can share those experiences and how we've had some challenges in that and how we've been able to overcome that and how that makes us happier people, because I am much happier now a year later after having given up so many things and just finally saying, I don't have control over this. I'm not perfect. This is just what it is. I'm a hot fucking mess is all I have to say about that.
We all are.
I mean,
We all are.
Same girl.
When I was a kid, they didn't call it ADHD; they called it hyperactive.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
how old I am. I was diagnosed as hyperactive. Yeah.
So was I.
Yeah.
And
we're all
I was on
Yeah.
Ritalin. I was on
they
Ritalin.
didn't have
I am
Ritalin.
so old that I was on Ritalin and I had to stop it when I got my period because then you couldn't take it anymore.
Well, Vicky takes a cake because she was older and they didn't
Yeah.
even have Ritalin.
That's very true. Yeah.
I'm like,
They sent me
like,
to
Vicky?
biofeedback training. They sent me to biofeedback training. They sent me to hypnotist. They sent me to psychiatrist after psychiatrist. I was in a 2-week study at UCLA where my parents were only allowed to see me for 15 minutes a day.
Oh my
And
god.
other than that, they had me basically in I won't say it was torture, but it was pretty damn close.
It was like conversion therapy for ADD.
For attention. I wasn't allowed to go into the playroom and enjoy anything. I had to sit in my bed and do math work.
Mm.
okay. Wow.
It was weird.
So
It was weird.
Cal.
You're really backwards. Humans are so backwards. I can't. I can't. I live it every day because I got to teach history. So, like, I mean, come on. What a fucking backwards ass thing to do.
Yeah, they also
Hey,
had
all
the
the
Asian
kids
internment
play.
camps during World War II. It's a really progressive
Well,
state sometimes.
Yes,
I mean-
I know all of that, and I unfortunately have to teach it. And
Pineapple
Well, I
wine,
must
everybody.
Yep. That's why, and drink.
But it is also, and again, this is how shit works out for us. It is banned book week this week. So this is the perfect guest, the perfect show to deal with banned book week, which was started in 1982. In just the last year, they have seen a 33% spike in attempts to ban books. Holy shit.
and primarily in Florida, by the way. That for sure.
But all over the
Florida's the number one state.
They fired
40%.
They fired a teacher in Texas for having the class read the illustrated diary of Anne Frank, which dealt with such salacious pornographic material as She talked about her vagina. She talked about her period. She talked about how she showed her breasts to one of her friends, and her friend showed her breast. Oh my god! Like
You mean it's
teenage
gonna make
girls
children
don't
do that?
fucking deal with this shit.
Legit.
Well, in honor of banned book weeks, I put a copy of Handmaid's Tale on my desk. I've already read it, but I just left it there. No one can touch it, but they were like, "Miss, what's that you're reading?" I'm like, "Go to the library."
and
Check
of
it out.
course, the
love
organization behind a lot of these really extreme bannings is Moms for Liberty, because they objected to the sexual content and said it did not teach the Holocaust accurately. It didn't say that, obviously that Hitler was a nice guy who really had good intentions or something to that fucking effect. I mean, it's truly amazing, and it must be really pornographic stuff for women who haven't discovered their tits or pussies yet.
That's true.
But as soon as they do, they're gonna have a good fucking time.
I haven't.
I
Oh
guarantee.
Are watching right now. I haven't discovered any of those things, students.
No, I did not know that I had a vagina. I don't have tits because I had them cut off and had new ones installed because I had the double
Installed.
radical
We're
mastectomy.
We call those designer tits.
Yeah, they're foobs. They're fake
They're yours.
boobs, so I have
You paid
foobies
for it.
now. My foobs are coming for you.
Oh, Facebook user is asking, is Mama going to read a banned book? Oh, hell yes. We have a wonderful banned book that we're going to get to very soon because it's banned book week. We couldn't not do that. And I am still scratching my head while the Republicans are obviously scratching their ass, wondering why this book was banned.
That's not their play. That's not what the Republicans are playing with. I'm sorry. They're playing with something else.
Whew, such a good sister lady over here. I'm sweating, y'all.
Mama's like,
Ashley Rose sweating
Mama?
like a sinner in church. Oh my god.
Mama is like the most demure personality you'll ever meet. So she doesn't drink, and so she likes to hang out with me, but I'm a wino, but she doesn't drink, right? She is like the best human being around children. Like the fact that anybody would say that she would harm them in any way is the most ridiculous thing
Ludicrous.
ever. From personal experience, if anything, she's helped my children, all three of them, come out of their shell. Yes. So I just, for me, like, I get very angry when people attack Mama because she's a very dear friend to me, and it just makes me so fucking angry because it's just so not true.
Right? Like, it's funny. So the other day, some of the kids in our Discord server were like, I don't know why people think you're grooming us. We're the ones grooming you. Listen, these kids teach me stuff every day, and I'm like,
yes.
What? Literally, I'm like, y'all got it wrong. Y'all turned it way around. These kids are teaching me stuff. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to know that. Like,
right?
I literally.
That Urban Dictionary is there because of that. Like, these kids make up their own things. Like, listen, seriously, I got to tell you a story. So at where I work, we have a group, and I was telling John that I was having to get on a fapping call, which was find a provider. And he's like, "You're doing what?" I'm like, "I'm fapping. I'm fapping." He's like, "What are you doing at work?" And I'm like, "What is going on?" And then I looked it up, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" So at work, they're always like, "We got to go fap." I'm like, "Go have fun."
No, hey, I mean, honestly, I had therapy today. I have maintenance therapy because I'm in a good spot. My therapist just likes to check in every now and then, and we were talking about the older generation, us, versus the younger generation. My kids, my two in their 20s boys, they've tried for years to get me to understand they don't see the world the way I see the world, the way we see the world.
No, they don't.
They don't see gender. They don't see sexuality. They don't see these things the way we do, where it's a big deal. They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't care.
And they don't, and thank God for that, because, and that's what the honestly, the right is afraid of. because they know
that's
that
why they don't want them to vote.
They don't want them indoctrinated with things
Nope.
like truth, because when you indoctrinate somebody with truth, you can't choose their slate of lies. You don't understand their bullshit. You know, slavery is a bad thing. Well, but you know, if they taught them valuable skills, really?
No,
Yeah.
according to
I mean-
DeSantis, they learn life lessons.
Right. Yes. Oh, they learn,
And they attacked people.
If you watch the PragerU bullshit, you know,
Oh my
Christopher
God.
Columbus was a sweet, wonderful little fellow who didn't realize he was
a wonderful little fellow. Oh my God.
You know,
he brought disease. Yes, he was handing out smallpox blankets. But really, is that all that bad?
But he wasn't charging them; they were free.
They were free.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
the
for
disease
me,
and slavery he brought was all for free.
I mean, I'm around like 11th graders all day long, and the shit they come up with, I'm like, wow. Like I understand why they're afraid that they're going to vote. Like,
yes,
they're going to burn shit down.
They're already
literally
outnumbered.
They're going to burn shit down.
These
And they need to burn
are
shit
already
down.
outnumbered. It just we need to get the vote out.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need people to get people to vote, which means you show up at the booth and you cast a ballot, or, and this is very important, especially in the state of Florida, you register to vote for mail-in voting. You check to make sure
re-register, because
Yes,
I'm a mail-in voter, and you have to re-register now because of DeSantis. He doesn't want you to do that, so he's waiting for you to forget about it and not re-register. So I have to like re-register every year now. You have to, instead of every like 4 or 5 years or something.
And Vicki will make sure she puts that on our website too. So everybody will go and make sure that they vote, because we want to make sure everybody registers to vote, because that is so important. I don't care how you register.
No, I don't even care who you vote for. I just want you to vote.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
honestly, I want them to exercise their exercise their civic duty to vote.
well, did y'all think about this? And I had this conversation and thought about this during this whole anti-drag bill and everything. Do you realize that he was trying to make us all felons? Another voter suppression, because if we're felons, we can't vote.
You can't vote.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So let's outlaw this. Let's make all these drag performers and these trans people felons, so they can't vote. So that's another form of voter suppression that we're seeing.
And he's
trying to
done
take
that
place.
before. He's done that before, because the people of Florida, the voters of Florida, said felons can vote. Like they vote. We voted on it.
Yes,
I know
we
it's
did.
on the ballot.
We
but
voted on it.
The legislature was like, you know what? We don't care what the voters said. We're just going to stall it. And so they're not allowed to vote. And that's wrong, because that is, first of all, that is anti-American. That is anti-democratic. All right?
Yes.
That's not how our country is supposed to be run. Why don't we just have a dictator?
So that is a very interesting
there's a term
thing
for that, and it's called MAGA.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah.
And I cannot stand those stupid flags that say "Don't tread on me," because it seems to be that the only person they give a shit about is me, because they're so worried about their rights, they could give a shit about anybody else's. So the fact that
I have a guy that has a flag like that not in my development, but like outside, I pass it. And he frequently flies that flag, and then he also has one with a AK-15 or whatever on it. And he's like, try to take my gun, see what happens. And I'm like, you know what? You're a fucking asshole. Like, come on. But meanwhile, you're coming into my house, taking away my kid's right to medical care. You're infringing on my right as a parent to parent my child how I see fit. But you can't wear a mask.
And taking away
unless you're protesting,
and taking away your right to choose to have an abortion or to have
that too. Forget it.
So don't forget that they took away your right to control half of your body.
More fundamentally, where I can take a pee, because if I take a pee in the wrong place and I'm there too long, then they can send me to a men's prison, and that's going to go really well for me.
Well,
Yeah,
Vicky,
they don't care.
they're not sending you to any men's prison because I would fucking hawk my house to get you out on bail.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's not happening.
they'd have a real problem.
It's a second-degree misdemeanor with automatically a year in a state penitentiary if they impose the full rights. And I'm
Makes me
out.
so angry.
I'm out. So it's not like I could say, no, I'm actually a woman. My gender markers have changed. My name has changed. I am who I'm supposed to be. But they don't care. The law is written that if they can prove, which I'm here on YouTube going, I'm transgender. I'm proud of the fact that I'm transgender. I want other people to come out of the closet and be able to live their authentic lives and not be in fear. That's what I'm fighting for. But if they prosecute me, it's not going to be like I can go, oh, well, I was always a woman, from birth. No, they know. They know. So it's
focus on the dumbest things.
Right.
It's the dumbest things they focus on. We have climate change, wildfires, a gas shortage. We have so many things that
there's a haze over Florida from Canada. So if people do not understand climate, we could not see the sun because of a wildfire in Canada.
But they're worried about Vicky going to the bathroom.
They are.
It's a fucking joke.
We have a mountain that's like 182 feet above sea level, and we call it a mountain. We have other problems in Florida.
Yep.
100%. I mean, I don't know about other school districts. We're fighting in Polk County right now. We've got classrooms with no AC. We've got classrooms with no teachers. The kids are literally watching TV all day with no adult supervision. They're worried about where you pee. They're worried about me wearing a dress.
Yes.
Yesterday there was a death at one of the schools in Lake County. A 72-year-old bus driver struck a student on a bicycle, and he died.
I saw that.
A 72-year-old bus driver. What the holy fuck?
Yep. Well, that's because nobody can retire in the state of Florida because you cannot afford to live in the state of Florida.
And they're not paying anybody. They can't hire bus drivers. Nobody wants the job.
Nobody wants it. I literally went to the teacher store today to get free shit, and there's a giant banner that says "desperately seeking bus drivers."
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like you couldn't. Honestly, I don't know how I even show up every day to be a teacher. I couldn't be a fucking bus driver. I couldn't.
No.
We've had that issue in Polk County where their students are getting left at the bus stop because we don't have enough bus drivers to pick them up. And then they're getting truant issues because they're not at school.
Yep. And then so teachers are marking them tardy. Yep.
Yeah.
Rita Mays Resale, you're correct. I'm glad your vice principal said that they have much bigger problems than worrying about what bathroom people are using. Listen, I went to Lyman High School. I'm a Lyman High School graduate. Listen, and I'm just going to tell you something. When I graduated in 1994, we had kids taking shits in the stairwells of our schools. Okay, let's worry about them actually taking a shit in a bathroom. Like, I don't give a shit what bathroom they use. Can you just use a bathroom and not shit in the stairwell?
I'm laughing because they throw shit on the ceiling in the bathrooms here. And so then the boys are going to the urinals and shit is coming down on their shoulders. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
But we're worried about where you pee and what dress I wear.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
Dempsey, I have to stress and worry about Dempsey going to the bathroom. The kid just wants to go to the fucking bathroom.
She just wants to pee.
She just wants to pee.
I'm going to tell you my secret agenda. I need to pee. Sometimes I need to poop. Sometimes I just need to fix my fucking makeup.
Well, don't try to fix your makeup in a school bathroom because it's like plexiglass. You can't even see yourself. It's like a funhouse mirror. Like you're looking at yourself going, what the hell is that?
Oh my God.
Wow. Rita, I'm sorry.
See, Rita, they should have held
your
it
child
for 8
getting
hours.
an education was not nearly as important as the fact that they used the wrong bathroom in whose ever eyes, the sadistic person who decided to uphold that. Because let's be honest, there are a lot of teachers and people working in the school systems that are just as annoyed with this as we are. They're turning their eyes going, I don't have time for this shit. right? And then you have the little snarky bitches that are
I
turning
don't have
people
enough
in.
wine.
Oh, we have some of those in my school too.
I do not have enough
Oh.
wine in this world.
Dennis just brought me a new glass. Look at that.
Oh, I saw where that wine
Dennis,
bottle
you
was
should
from.
Come say hi, Den.
Dennis!
Come say hi,
Dennis, come say hi.
Dennis. Mom Ashley Rose is like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Oh, please.
Hi, Dennis!
Hi,
Hi, Dennis.
We
He's
love
hiding.
you. Thank you for bringing Jamie wine.
Now he can see himself when he watches this later.
I love you. Thanks for bringing Jamie more wine. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's just
You locked a dog in here.
what a crazy
All right,
world
so-
we live in.
So, Mama Ashley Rose is going to read a very special book to us.
Yes.
And it's a banned book. So
Yes.
brace yourselves. Brace
love
yourselves
those.
because
Y'all,
this could in fact contain heavily sexual material, as they say all the banned books do, or really, really racy words that these kids just don't fucking know these days.
Yes.
So stand by. Here we go.
do you have all of it?
Love makes a family.
Y'all, are you ready for this? Do you
Yes.
have the whole book up there?
I
don't even
do.
have to-
I do. So
I
it's
need to hire you for my virtual story times.
Love Makes a Family by Sophie Beer. Take it
Okay.
away, Mom Ashley Rose.
Jonathan says stand by for indoctrination. Yes. Yes. If there's one thing I'm guilty of is indoctrinating love. Wow. Love is waking up bright and early. Those two kids have two dads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more concerned about the fact
And
that they've got
They look different from each other. One's black and one's white.
Yes. And the children look brown.
The banned book realm. That's
right,
a problem.
and they're waking their dads up with maracas and a drum. That's just
Oh yeah. So you're throwing the
You can't have
Hispanic aspect in there.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Too much ethnicity.
way too much.
too much
it's not
cultural
white
diversion.
enough. It's not whitewashed enough. Love is baking a special cake. Wow, that promotes overeating.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, look
I
at
do
you're doing
overeat.
that woman's happy
Wait a
even though
minute,
she
wait a
looks
minute,
a little
wait a minute.
plumper.
Wait a minute. It
Yeah.
is 3 layers. They have cupcakes on the table. They have muffins on the table. They have pizza and cookies on the table.
Don't
So
worry,
the
you're
dog-
gonna get diabetes, and we do
You
not
let their
have.
dog jump on the table too. Oh!
It's diabetes table.
I can't. Next page. Love is knowing where everything is.
Oh shit.
That looks like my room. My
And
husband's
That looks
going,
like my fucking bedroom too.
That looks my life.
Scott's like, clean the room.
Yes. Now,
love
now
is
there-
definitely knowing where everything is.
this is pornographic because his underwear are on the floor.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, there is.
There are.
He only
Where?
has
And
one
look,
shoe
they have
on.
a
Oh my
mouse.
God.
There's a mouse.
And he stores his underwear next to his iPad. We cannot have that in this republic. Damn it.
No, can't do that. Love is finding the biggest puddles.
Oh, oh no! There's a dad taking care of a kid. You can't have that.
He might be a bearded drag queen, so be careful.
Ooh, he may be.
He may be.
What
Yeah,
a perfect
that's
picture. To me, this is a perfect family.
beautiful.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I mean, I don't know that thing that the baby's holding and looks a little dangerous, but it looks great. It looks great.
You're
The
younger than
rabbit?
me. We had some seriously dangerous things. Like we could have killed someone. We had dodgeball. Yeah.
Oh,
They're all right.
no,
I'm
no,
not younger
no.
than you. I'm older
Yard
than you.
lawn darts. We had lawn darts when I was growing up.
I see
listen,
the problem with this picture. The dad is
What?
holding flowers.
Oh.
Well,
I
the
told
dad
you.
has the small dog, the baby, and holding flowers. Wait, and he's
This
smiling.
cannot stand.
And he's smiling. There has to be something wrong.
He's doing women's work.
Wait a minute, Mama.
He's
we have to go
babysitting his
back.
kids.
I'm not. You're not. You're younger than me.
No, I'm not. I thought I was older than you.
All right, we'll address this later.
Well, yes, we're not going to discuss y'all's age. I don't care. I have
This
no
will be in the
problem
off-air conversations.
saying that. Okay.
Hey, listen,
I'll
I'm
text you.
47. Are you over or under 47?
I am
Younger.
under that.
So
I'm
you're
younger than 47.
you
I'm
say-
44. I don't care. I'll tell you. I'm 44.
So you're younger than me by 1 year.
Okay.
Well, I
Okay.
just turned 45.
I
Oh.
outage
So you
all you
are
bitches,
youngin'.
so shut the fuck up.
Oh my gosh. So as we move on to the story, love is lending a helping hand. Uh-oh, that child's
his
going to
little
crawl in that
teddy
fish
bear
tank.
fell in the thing, and so she's helping.
Wait, how
The
did that
bear
teddy bear
helping.
fall in there? Aren't there normally
The kid
covers on
probably
fish
threw
tanks?
it. No, the kid probably threw it. If
He
I know
probably got
students,
mad.
the kid probably threw it in
No,
there.
I'm thinking the brother or sister with the fishing pole attached the bear as bait and
Well,
threw it in
I
the
just
fucking
think the
tank.
kid's gonna take the hook and pull it up her skirt and gonna yank her skirt up.
Well, then that would make this whole book obscene. Why is it banned?
Right? Because she
Oh,
does
God.
look. Because she does look like a stripper with that long dress on.
Yes.
She is.
That's the
Oh my
grunkle
God.
leading the nephews and nieces astray. I'm leading the
That's-
comments.
Yes, Daniel. Daniel knows. Love is watching from the front row. Uh-oh. They're putting on a talent show, y'all.
Oh no. This is
The
promoting
horror.
witchcraft and wizardry. So this is
Oh, God.
obviously non-Christian. This is showing satanic rituals in their.
And they're in drag, too.
Oh,
They
God.
are. They are.
That AFAB queen over there.
And,
If you
and
don't know
for
what
some-
AFAB queen, assigned female at birth, can be a drag queen too. That's what
Wait,
she
yes,
is.
that is true. That is
And-
true.
Dad's
And-
clapping very feminine though.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not
say,
masculine.
Dad, I'm not sure. Kind of looks like a little bit non-binary, maybe.
and,
Yeah. Oh,
and,
you know what? That may be.
and their tickets are on
And
the
who
floor.
fucking cares? It's a happy family. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Jamie's like, just let her read the story.
Right. Well, the tickets are on the floor, which Lauren Boebert style means that Dad could start
Oh,
feeling
no.
up Mom at any time, and vice versa.
No.
She got her hands full with popcorn. She already got her
Yeah.
salty snack.
For now.
Mhm.
Dad does have
Popcorn.
some nice nails. They're fierce.
All right. Let's move on. We're never gonna get through this.
Love is playing on the weekend. Okay, there's an old bearded guy with a little girl in a treehouse.
Okay.
And a bunny.
Then so he's
Hold
just
on.
chill. He's hanging out.
I mean,
I
I'm
think
afraid he's
Dempsey
gonna
has
fall.
that dress.
I mean, there
Yeah,
really
I'm
should be a
afraid of
railing.
that.
There really should be a
Yeah.
railing up there. but
OSHA needs to get involved because there's no railing.
I'm a little concerned about the no railing.
And they're having tea without any type of pastry or crumpet or anything, which is just not proper.
But the bird's got a worm, so
It does
That
have
early
a
bird
word.
got
We're
it.
good.
we're good. All right, next page.
Oh, shit.
Love is making things better again.
Oh, the monkey stole her ice cream.
Yeah, it took me a while on this one. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
And wait, it's because the baby they have decorated as a monk.
It's a baby.
Koala?
A monkey. It's a baby's in a monkey costume.
Really? Did they really put
Yeah.
that baby in a monkey costume?
They did.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have put the baby in
Hey.
a monkey costume, but I don't think that anything is wrong with this. There's animals.
Mom?
Like you have a monkey, you have a parrot, you have a
I mean, I think it
giraffe,
really
you have
likes monkeys
flamingo.
though, because it's like pointing at the monkey, like, look.
And,
Look,
and
yeah.
mom has tiger headgear for her head covering.
I do
so-
like that.
Yeah,
It
she
is
does.
nice.
For
It's chic.
her
It's very
hijab,
chic.
she has the that's cool.
It may not
I
be
don't
wide
find
enough.
anything wrong with this.
Yeah.
Someone said the baby is maybe a furry.
Oh, there you go,
Leave
Daniel.
it to Daniel.
You're right. Daniel is on point.
Daniel's from
Maybe the
SoCal.
baby. Yes.
Must be a couple
Maybe
taking their
it's a
kids. So
furry.
there you go, Daniel.
Yes.
Yep.
see?
And I would
Daniel
never
knows.
be one to say that a baby that age would not know who they are because, Dempsey knew who she was and I get that shit all the time. How does she know who she is? She fucking knows. So maybe the baby knew
100%.
they were a furry. I don't
How?
know.
This is my question.
I
How
knew
do
I
you
was
know who
gay.
you are?
I knew I was gay, believe me. I knew.
You didn't have
All
to have
right,
anybody
next
tell you?
No. I was 6 years old watching my babysitter's brother, who was a skater, drooling all over him. He was 14 and I was in heaven. I was like not even 10 years old. I knew. My mom's like, "You have a crush on your babysitter?" I'm like, "No, I don't.
No.
No."
But you can
Close.
keep hiring her.
Close and yet so far.
Literally, you can keep hiring her. Oh my gosh. So next page. Love is washing away the day.
Wait.
There's two dads.
Wait. Two dads bathing their naked kids.
I do say
my
that
God.
this is Barbie appropriate and Disney appropriate. They don't have nipples, so it's appropriate.
They don't. And
No.
first of all, outside of the whole, like, anything they could find wrong with this, like, what an amazing thing.
Yes.
Love
Yeah.
really is washing away the fucking day. Your day sucks.
Yes.
You go home to your significant other or whoever, and you had a shitty day. And this is just a calming thing. Like, come on. But because it's two dads, this is a fucking problem. I'm sorry, my mouth is like really potty today.
Well, wait a
and I know
minute, wait a
students
minute.
are watching.
Fine.
One of the dads does have fish puppets.
I mean,
The one kind of looks like a wolf. I don't know what that. Maybe it's the shark. It has.
Oh
I
my
don't know what's
God.
going
this really is. This really is such a great book.
I
It
love
really
right.
is.
Wait.
It's such a beautiful book.
So
Next
let's
page. Are we
let's
ready
look.
for this next one?
The
Oh,
main
go ahead.
problem. The main problem may be this sad-looking fern on the shelf.
it. Yeah.
It's because they put it in my care.
See, love is reading one more book. Oh my gosh, they're teaching literacy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I'm guilty of that.
No. Yeah, that's horrible.
The beauty, seriously, look at the beauty.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the comforted
Diversity.
child that has fallen asleep in mom's arms, right? You have two moms staring so lovingly at their kids. Nobody's yelling, nobody's screaming, nobody's throwing a tantrum, nobody's fighting over a remote control or somebody's touching me. You literally have a bonding moment in showing nothing but love.
Yep.
And love is reading one more banned book.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
100%. And they made a cute little fort. I love forts.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
I love fort. I don't
Yes.
like cleaning the forts up,
Yeah.
but I do appreciate them when they make them. They don't make them anymore. My kids are too big.
And that second mom may in fact have a goatee for all we know, and that's wonderful.
Yeah, it could be non-binary.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
Love. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
It
And
doesn't matter who you are. Like, it's, come on.
Yes. And I love this next one. Love is chasing away the monsters.
Yes.
Laura said it. I'm constantly trying to chase away those monsters. Those
Yeah.
moms for liberty just love me.
There's your sword.
Yep.
Mama,
There's
get
my
your sword.
You see, that's mama fighting them. You're
they-
fighting those moms for liberty
Don't
because
you mess
it's
with my dress.
moms for bigotry is all they are. It's moms for
Yeah.
bigotry.
They are
Yeah,
very
because-
anti-dragon, though, I
Moms for
noticed.
hope. Moms for hope are going to fight moms for liberty.
That's right.
I'm living it. Love it. And then
They're very-
go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to go to the next page, but what were you going to say?
I said they're very anti-dragon, though. So we've got to
Yeah.
respect and honor all dragons.
This is true. This is true.
I'll breathe fire for him.
But see, love is a kiss before bed. Good night. Look at that.
And notice I'm wearing one of the nightgowns.
Oh, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
I
Look
love
how
it.
sweet that is.
So this book is banned, y'all. Really?
I
You know.
Wait,
don't.
whether you have
understand.
one parent, two moms, two dads, a mom and a dad, or another wonderful caregiver, there's one thing that makes every family a family, and that's love.
Right.
That right there at the back is the true problem that they have with the book.
Mhm.
It's because it says whether you have one parent, two moms, or two dads,
Yep.
a mom and a dad, or that
A
just
trans kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's love.
Someone asked
Love
in the
is what makes
comments,
it.
I'm seeing it now, what is Moms for Hope? It's the opposite of Moms for Liberty. It is a task force of moms or parents, really, not just moms, that along with educators are going to go head to head with legislation and all the anti-trans bills. That's exactly what it is. I don't really know how to. I've had 2 glasses of wine, so I
It
probably
is
could
it
come with
is
some
it
more
is
eloquent way to
it
say
is
it.
people coming together. No, you said it the perfect way that it is, because it is actually moms giving hope to their children. So you have these other moms over there, the moms for bigotry,
Yeah.
talking about such nonsense. So the Moms for Hope stands for that. It's the hope for the world being better. It's the hope that we are going to get
Yes.
together and we are going to show our children that there is hope out there. It's giving our children, and when I say mom, when they say moms, it's moms to everybody. If I meet you, I'm your mom. I
Yeah.
love you.
And it doesn't just it doesn't exclude dads either. It's
Right.
parents, really. But I say moms because I'm trying to go off of Moms for Liberty, but it's for everybody, and it's really just a way for us to learn how to activate, be activists, to write speeches, to show up. How is the best way to do that? And to give parents those tools and educators those tools to show up to those spaces, because sometimes those spaces are really daunting. Like when you have Nazis, like Mama knows, show up, like you need to have warriors. We're not victims, we're warriors. But you need to know, it's something that you need to learn, because it's not something that you're usually comfortable with.
No.
Yeah.
And when people put microphones in front of you, whether you're going to stand
Or
in front of a board
megaphones.
and talk, and you're trying to get your point across to a board of people sitting in front of you, yes. Or you
Who
have
the hell
people
would give you
screaming
a
in your
megaphone,
face.
Jamie? Who the hell would do something silly like that?
I won't put it on. Hold on.
It helps give you the tools.
You,
And
Have another glass of wine.
no, Vicky, you know what? I think it's important. We went head to head with some protesters the other day, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, we
And
did.
why don't you go ahead and tell everybody your interaction with them? Because I think it's important for everybody to hear this.
So first of all, I'm very religious. I'm a Christian. My wife and I have a church that's very affirming and accepting over in the Dr. Phillips area. So I have great faith, and I believe after many years of therapy and many years of deconstruction of my religion and discovering and really reading through these things, that God loves us. And so one of the hate pastors, and he shows up to everything just screaming his hate. He said, God didn't make you that way. And I turned around and I'm like, yeah, he did. But no, he didn't. I said, yeah, he did. And
Yeah.
you can't prove otherwise. And he kept getting more and more upset with me. And I'm like, what's funny though is I'm at peace with who I am. I'm at peace with my God. And what God doesn't like is hatred and unrepentant sin. And
Judgment.
you're not here. And the more angry he got, I finally said, you're not here because you're worried about my soul. You're not talking to me because you're worried about my soul. You're here because you want to spew hate. And he didn't like that at all. I felt bad for him.
They said the same thing to Dempsey, because you were with us at
Mhm.
that March, and they said the same thing to Dempsey, and Dempsey's like, so like, fuck you, like I don't even fucking care. Like she's just like literally at Mama's show, like the guy was screaming in a megaphone, and she was like, I told her don't give your middle finger, and so she walked out and she was like this,
Yeah,
and then she flipped her hair.
Right.
And she was like, whatever, like, I don't care. The sad part is she's so used to it. At 11, she's used to
and
this,
she was an example to me, Jamie, and I will keep telling the story. When I was confronted for the first time, when I was out the first day I went to work as myself, I went to a Del Taco. I was just filling drinks at the drink station. A construction worker and his friends walked in. He shoved his glass in front of me and was like, "Sorry, dude." And I had 4 seconds to decide how I was going to deal with that. And I thought about your daughter on We're Here with her sachet, and I said, "It's Miss. I've had all the fun shit installed." And I threw my bag over my shoulder and sashayed my ass out of that restaurant while his friends were laughing at him because he just got owned by the trans woman.
Yep. 100%.
See,
But-
I call that my trigger finger. You see, if I see something like a Trump sign, a Sabatini sign, oh, my finger goes up. It's my trigger finger. I've been triggered, so you get my finger.
Well, I'm kind of like Mama with the regard of like, I understand where she comes from with the whole idea of like people are already or after you. So like as a parent of a younger kid, they're already saying like I'm influencing her. So like I can't have her be like potty mouth, even though she does do that at home. But like I can't have her show like that side. Like I can't have her go like "fuck you" to the protesters because that's ammunition for
100%.
them.
That
come
is a
at
privilege
me,
that
you know?
I have that you don't. And that's one thing that's so important is that when people, and that's what Moms for Hope is also about, is going to give people tools so the people that do have more privilege that can go out, can be educated, so can go and talk for other people about the issues and say, hey, I'm a mom. I might have an older kid, but hey, this and this and this and this doesn't make sense. And I can take some bullets because they can't take my kid. My kids are freaking adults. You can take them if you want them. You can take their car insurance. You can take lots of shit if you want.
100%. Like,
I'm
you
know,
I'm
gonna say 2 things. I know, Mama, you held back, and it's obvious you held back quite a bit, and we were kind of like your naughty muses. We said the shit I know that you wanted to say. I'm gonna roll the bumpers for getting ready, and we'll come back with final thoughts. We'll be right back. And we're back, and Mama, thank you so much. It has been delightful to have you. I'm such a fan, and I was so happy to meet you. So thank you.
I miss you.
Me too. I miss you too. I seriously, thank you all so much. Like, I don't know. I don't get to have adult times often, right? But having adult times
Me
in
neither.
moderation, right? Exactly, right. But like, it's great, and like, if I can add in really quick, like what you said, like I believe it's important for balance, and I want to touch like with Jamie talking about with Dempsey, and then like what I do, and then Laura, and even Vicky, like y'all have a privilege that maybe we won't, because there's things that I could say or do that we know that would destroy the years of building what we have built, right? And I think it's important for people to know their journey and know their place, because we all have that place to create that balance. Because I can win people over with a love in a different way, to where Laura, you can give a double gun, and it really creates such a different dynamic. So I love that. Again, thank you. Let me know when you want me back, because I would do this again and again. I absolutely had a blast, and
it took an hour. It took an hour to read a 5-minute book.
We have plenty of banned books. We can just read the vagina and same-sex parts of the Diary of Anne Frank.
We don't even have to read about body parts. We could just read Malcolm X. That's banned too.
We can't have independent thought. That would be bad.
All
right.
God forbid.
Gals, I love you all. I will see you next week. Next week, we are back with a fun subject. I'm calling it, how the religious right is religious wrong.
Oh, God.
I can't wait for that one.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
It's going to keep imploding this week, so let's see what ends up happening. happening.
I'm gonna have to tune in for that one. Vicky, if you didn't know, I was a pastor for many years.
Oh yeah, isn't it amazing how far from the actual Bible these nut jobs, these fundamentalist nut jobs have gotten? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean to call them fundamentalist nut jobs.
You know, it is not appropriate to go see a drag show, but it is okay to give your partner a little tuggy and smoke on a vapey while you're in Beetlejuice in a family friendly show.
Oh, especially
there's
around
that.
pregnant women.
Just saying.
We'll see everybody next week. We're gonna end on that note. I'm not
Bye,
gonna play
y'all.
the ladybugs fucking this show. We'll do that next week.